What is up, guys? Marcellus Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health and social well-being. Today, guys, I'm taking you with me through day one of my new concurrent full body style training program. So, today is my heavy, high intensity day. So, all my compound movements is going to be sets of 3 and 5, and then my isolation movements are going to be no higher than sets of 10. I'm going to be taking you guys with me through the whole thing, and I'll be doing the same thing for you guys on Wednesday with my moderate day, and then on Friday with my highest repetition day. Now, let's see, today's Monday, and I already uploaded a video. It was about the differences between myofibrillar and sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, but how they actually go hand in hand, how you can't actually separate the two, how the whole myth about, training in one rep range for one and another rep range for the other, how that's all bull. So if you guys are interested, go check that out. So that means, though, that this video will be up tomorrow on Tuesday. And basically what I plan to do, guys, just take you with me, take you through all my exercises, and then maybe briefly explain why I'm doing it. Maybe I'll even do a voiceover. I'm not sure yet, guys. We'll see how this, how this video goes. But, on top of that, guys, also, so I know a lot of you were curious, I've also figured out my calories and my macros that I'm going to be starting off with in terms of this lean bulk. So I'll have those on screen right now, probably like somewhere down here or whatever, pretty much just putting what my calories are, what my protein, fat, and carbs are. And basically the way that I did it, guys, is my protein is based off 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, because since I'm bulking, I'm obviously not going to need as much protein as if I was maintaining or cutting. My fats, 25% of my total calories are coming from fats. That's how I got that. And then my carbs are just, the remainder of my calories that need to be filled. That's how I did that. And if you guys want more details on how to calculate your own calories and macros, I'll leave a link in the description box down below to my video about that. It was one of my first videos that I did, was explaining how to figure out your calories, your macros, and everything like that. So, with all that being said, let's go to the gym.
I am the greatest.
Alright, guys, so I'm now here outside the gym, outside of iFit Elite. As I mentioned before, I really, out of all the gyms I train at, don't enjoy training here, but it's convenient for today as far as time and what all I have to do. With that being said, it just occurred to me that I never actually let you guys know where my starting weight at is or what my goal weight is for this lean bulk. So I woke up today at 163.8 pounds, which is right where my maintenance usually is. I'm usually around 162, 163. I was only 161 last week, pretty much because after a powerlifting meet, guys, my appetite kind of goes down. It's like I just want to rest and recover. I don't really just get crazy hungry like a lot of other powerlifters do. But with that being said, I'm back at maintenance. My goal is to kind of get, like I said, around 170, maybe 175, depending on how I'm feeling. Just kind of stay there and just focus on building, getting stronger, and just really seeing what I can do with that, 10 to 12 pound of extra weight on me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the gym for real this time. Alright, so back at the crib, just a quick recap of the workout as a whole. So, as you guys saw with my squats, I didn't actually use my squat shoes. I planned to, but I decided that since I'm not sure I'm going to be competing again, that I want to get back to squatting without them. I've competed both with squat shoes and without them. And even though I really like the stability that squat shoes give me, as far as like I know my feet aren't going anywhere, they're really solid, really stationary. I've never really needed them for anything other than that. Like I've never really had problems with ankle mobility on squats or anything like that. And I just don't want to get dependent upon them. So that's why you saw that I was squatting in my chucks and not that. I kept everything relatively light today just to kind of ease back into it, even though it's my heaviest day, my highest intensity day. So that's why I only had 345 on the bar, just to kind of ease back into things. But I plan to, jump probably by 10 pounds each week with the squats until I get to like some really hard working threshold weight. As far as bench, as you guys saw, had trips on that as well, and everything was paused. Basically, on Mondays at the very least, I'm going to be doing pause bench press just because I feel like that's going to help me a lot as terms just competition, as well as just it's going to help me just with muscle recruitment as well, because obviously it's a lot harder and it's a greater workload pressing off my chest after a brief pause. So I just really want to work on that so that the pause doesn't throw me off in competitions anymore. And I feel like I didn't do enough pause work with my last meet prep. So already throwing that in for Mondays. And then after that, everything else is pretty straightforward. Deadlifts. Okay, so I wasn't sure if I was going to have deadlifts on today or Wednesday, but I've definitely decided to put them on Wednesday. What you guys saw was supposed to be my last warm-up. It was supposed to be 405, and then I wanted to do working sets of triples with 425. But as you guys saw, just that single was pretty tough. It moved pretty slow. My form was okay, but it wasn't what I wanted it. And granted, that could partially be due to like the rack pulls that I did with Chris and the other pump chasers on Chris's channel. I had a PR, I had 10 reps with 4 plates on rack pulls, good form, everything was solid. Then tried 5 plates, beltless, just I wanted to really test myself. First 2 felt okay, third one definitely broke form a little bit, so I stopped, but I felt like I may have overexerted myself with that a little bit. But I also think it's just because after doing heavy squats and bench, it's really hard to just, dial in for heavy deadlifts. So I'm gonna move deadlifts to Wednesday, so you guys will see that on Wednesdays, and we'll see how that goes. And everything else is pretty straightforward as far as weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, T-bar rows. Once again, started with a relatively light weight on all of those, just something that I can kind of have a good base with and ease into. And that's pretty much what my Mondays are going to be looking like now, guys. So like I said, this week I'll be showing you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which are all my actual weight training days. The next week I'll show you guys Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, which is where I'm going to be hitting my abs, calves, and a lot of calisthenic and just athletic body weight type work. That's what I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I'll show you guys that next week. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, leave a comment down below, let me know that you did. If you did not enjoy the video, leave a comment down below, let me know what I can do to get better. Like the video, share, subscribe, keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later.
I am the greatest.
Someone look power! Someone look power!